I don't always sleep well at night. Tell myself, it's fine, even though I live alone and I chose that for myself. I was traveling myself and I tried to let my mind slip away from threat, forget that the window on this hut by the sea doesn't shut properly. It looked cute on Airbnb, but now I'm not sleeping. I'm conceiving of who might come by. Tell myself, it's fine. Get the earplugs. Because each mere brush of a cat through long grass makes my ears thud, brings a sheer flood of fear to my mind. There's smeared blood in the scene I'm trying viscerally to clear up from my mind so I can find a little sleep. Suddenly, it's midnight. I did ride that sleep was elusive, but conclusively I must have drifted off like I was in flight. Then I wake to a noise it's nearly inside. It's a voice and trying to enters what it implies. I'm upright, sitting frozen, wondering if I have a choice in what's to come or if it's his right. See the moon curved sharp in the thick night. At the door, the figure's nearly in sight. But when I yell, he backs off in quick time. Says it's his bad, he got the wrong heart, but I'm left with the adrenaline to fight or flight. Because this is what we're taught to fear, an unknown imposter who they name as a monster. They define him unprompted. But we live among men all the cost as the threat is coming from inside the house. Dehumanize a killer you're denying, they're really all around. Look closer at the villains you're despising and you'll recognize faces among the crowd. How can you decide who's a monster now? For Julia burned everything down. As a teenager, used to be accommodating. Men had a yes in my voice as I hesitated, ended up on dates I didn't want but was tolerating. Now I'm grown, I learned to say no, and I'm congratulating myself for that, reclaiming myself like that. Never truly clocked how I endanger myself like that. Naive to believe men are back off themselves, and that I know they receive is just a card that they're dealt. By reading the news, and now I'm blaming myself, because girls who refuse are in danger themselves. Incels who abuse don't end up in a cell. You think I'm confused? Go read up by yourself. Read up on Julia, Sakshi, Ashley, Azega, Maxine, Sophie, Kamalji, Mahay. Read up on Eliane, who was stabbed on her school bus defending her friend, whose ex made a move because he wanted her back. Gave her flowers she refused, so he takes out a knife and turns on Eliane too. And now in her school, they're getting metal detectors. Where's the education on men on rejection? Where's the education that's meant to protect us? And when our daughters are asking, should I take the flowers to stay alive? How do we answer that question? The other day, I was in a very minor car crash. Left my back with some whiplash. A guy in a van, he steps out after impact, not apologizing. He's trying to justify the fact the light turning red made him step on the gas, and the crash I could forgive. But now I've got his eyes on me, a policeman's to the side of me, and still he's looking at me like he thinks he owns the rights to me. If this is how you act when there's all eyes on me, if I was alone, what would you try with me? And if you're listening thinking this is hypothetical, your drama's theoretical, harassment or conceptual, if paranoia gave a lawyer enough evidence, the precedent for sentencing could soon become unethical. I don't deny it, but half of you listening know the look that I'm implying, the look that you ignore while they continue prying. And staring back makes them think that you're replying just eyes. But they've the power to remind that any power that you held takes a blink to undermine just eyes. Not as lethal as a knife, but of the muscles in our body, they react in quickest time. While the muscles in our body are asleep, they look alive. Your eyes, like mine, they don't always sleep well at night.